Tired of feeling tired? Done with diet culture? Overwhelmed by conflicting nutrition and fitness messages? Then join us, your hosts of the Nutrition Revolution podcast, as we take a deep dive into all things women's fitness and nutrition. I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Tabitha. And together we are debunking diet culture myths and giving you the tools you need to finally see the results you're looking for. It's time to revolutionize your nutrition and training.
Welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to talk about the nutrition holiday gauntlet.
Yeah.
All of those holidays that are coming up that everyone, feels like they are running around, can't keep their promises to the gym, promises to their nutrition, I've got this party and I've got this event and I've got 900 billion people shoving fudge, try this, try that, chili cook-offs, all of the things.
The eating season is officially upon us.
Yeah. We just finished Halloween. So we dealt with the candy and now we've got
probably still dealing with the candy.
Pies. Yeah, probably. Unless they took our advice.
When my kids were younger and trick-or-treating, we would have candy sometimes still up until the next Halloween.
Yeah.
Or throw it out like in July and be
That's
like,
right.
What is this? And toss it finally.
Now we have pies and gingerbread cookies and New Year's parties and all of those things. So,
which is super exciting. I mean, it's literally the most wonderful time of the year.
It is.
I love it.
It is my favorite.
It is a lot of fun, but it can be very stressful if you are someone that feels like a little out of control around the food, can't say no to the treats,
or you feel like you've been working so hard and now crap, you have all of these things that are going to derail you. Exactly. And every year it derails you. So this isn't going to be any different.
And you end up gaining 5 pounds or more over the holidays and you feel like you're failing, and then January hits and it's like you get stuck in the
well, I've already done this, so why bother?
Right.
Yeah.
Or starting from ground zero come January.
Yeah.
So
then you throw a vacation in there. And,
right. Yeah. So today we're going to just talk about easy ways, simple solutions, tips, etc., to build fitness and, balanced nutrition into the busy holiday season, or the holiday gauntlet, as Kimberly likes to refer to it as. Ideal for kind of these final 2 months, 2 months of the
finish
year.
The year strong.
Yeah. When schedules and stress and celebrations are all at their peak.
Yeah.
So let's just acknowledge it for what it is. It is a very stressful time of the year.
Yeah.
I just had this conversation with my husband the other night because he came to me wanting to talk about scheduling some family activities, and he's got his planner out because he still likes his pen and paper planner. And he's looking at weekends, and I'm looking at how many weekends until Christmas break, and it's not that many really, and all the things that we have, and I literally started feeling my heart rate go up, and I started getting a little warm, and I'm
palms are sweaty.
I'm oh my gosh, started thinking of all of the things that I have to do as mom, the one who makes the magic happen, and my husband's supportive and helpful, but he's still also,
he doesn't remember to bake the cookies and make the gingerbread houses.
That's just not, that's our
not
roles.
on his radar.
That's not what he does. Yeah. I'm not sure I want him baking cookies. I'm sure he's probably very capable. Who knows? But anyways, making all that magic happen really does fall on me. So it's packed schedules. It's travel. It's actually, there's 3 travel soccer tournaments between now and Christmas.
Good Lord.
One of them going to North Carolina, family events, a little bit less routine. I'm also going to have house guests. My brother-in-law and his wife and 3 children come and stay 2 weeks with us.
So fun.
So it is so fun, but it's also so a lot.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah. But I think you're right. We have to acknowledge it because you can't avoid the holidays.
No, it's coming whether you like it.
Please don't skip parties because you're afraid about navigating food, or skip events because you're afraid of skipping the gym or skipping whatever. Acknowledge it. It's coming. How can you embrace it in a way that makes you feel good, positive, strong, and empowered for the next year?
Right. Ready or not, like it or not, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah.
So we got to make the most of it. And I think the biggest thing for me, and the biggest thing that I like to work on with my clients, is letting go of the all or nothing trap. Right? Your holiday season does not ever have, I've said this before, don't stop shooting all over yourself.
Yep.
It should not look a certain way. It should look this way or that way. No, it should not. So stop with that. Let go of some of those expectations. A lot of times I'll hear people like, okay, I am not going to enjoy any holiday treats until it's Christmas break. It's like, okay, but then you're setting this like all or nothing scarcity mindset, restrictive environment.
Setting restrictive boundaries and lists on yourself is creating
it's not
shame and guilt.
Going to set you up for success, because maybe the first time at that first holiday party or get together, or the first time somebody brings something to the office or wherever you work that's a treat, you'll resist. Second time, third time, I'll even give you that. But the fourth, fifth, sixth time, it's probably going to put you in a situation where then you're like, okay, screw it. Now I'm going to have, instead of just 1 or 2 cookies, I'm having 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Now I'm feeling like everything is just wasted and I've blown it and I'm a failure, versus being able to moderate it, being under control, giving yourself permission and that freedom to enjoy, but to do it in a way that is healthy for you and still fills your cup. Yeah. Right? You're enjoying it, but you're not overdoing it.
Right.
And that really just comes down to that permission piece.
Yeah.
With your mindset.
Yeah.
On it. So giving yourself permission to have some of the cookies. Right? Giving yourself permission to maybe miss your standard typical 60-minute workout because there was a holiday party at the office or the kids' school or their travel team did something, whatever, and it was a later night. So you're going to just skip the early morning workout and maybe sleep in and then find movement in other ways. I'm big on like get up, once every 10 minutes for an hour time frame, do like 10 body weight squats. Go up and down the stairs a few times. Go for a walk
we're
as a
gonna
family.
Be starting decorating our house for Christmas. That's hauling all the stuff out of the attic. Right?
That's a workout.
That deserves a cookie
in and of itself. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think going back to that, looking for opportunities to move. And also, this is a great time to be in community and spend time with family and friends and go for a walk instead of sitting around and, doing nothing. You have opportunity to like go for a walk or go for a hike or find something different that you want to do. Shoot, turkey trots are going to be prevalent all over,
Yeah, reindeer stampede, reindeer run, turkey trot, lots of ways to be active outside and get yourself moving in different ways than maybe what you're used to. Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head too, and you said embracing the family time and the celebrations and the things that are unique to this time of year, because they only come so often.
Right.
And the average person, if they're lucky, gets 80 Christmas seasons. Let's not waste them.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. I think that focusing on anchors instead of rules. And what I mean by that, when I talk about anchors, I'm talking about maybe 2 to 3 either daily or weekly habits that fill your cup and leave you feeling good. And that can look different from everybody. It can look like 2 to 3 workouts a week, or moving your body for just 10 to 15 minutes, making sure that you're staying hydrated every day, or even that every meal you have a significant source of protein with that meal. Those are going to be your anchors that are going to really help move you through this holiday season in a successful way, in a way that looks and feels good to you, that allows you to celebrate and enjoy, but not feel like you've overdone it or blown it or failed come January 1st.
Yeah. I think we need to take the words, I fell off the wagon off the table, right? You're not falling off the wagon. You're just, enjoying time, enjoying things in a different way. And I think if you can focus more on the gratitude side of it, of man, I get to go have dinner with my family, or I get to celebrate Christmas with everyone I know, and I get to eat my grandma's peanut butter fudge or whatever, looking at ways of I'm grateful for this, and looking beyond just food and nutrition and body image during this season can be really helpful, because if we make our body the focus of everything, you're going to be miserable the entire season, and you're not going to really enjoy the time. And then you're going to regret that come, if something happens to someone or you don't get that the next season, you're going to regret not spending your time celebrating and enjoying and being grateful for the moments that you're in.
Yeah, I love that. Making sure that you're, being present to enhance the joy and the filling of your cup. That the holidays can be. And I mean, I know they can also be really stressful, and I don't want to downplay that. There can be because I think there's a lot of
feelings and emotions tied to these holidays, right? So this is the time that you're with family, and maybe not everyone's family experience is joyful.
That's what I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah, you might be in a situation where you have to go be with people that you really don't care for or that treat you poorly, or in some of my experiences are walking into family events where you're afraid someone is going to comment on your weight and you're afraid that it is going to set you back where you were. Like, not everyone's experiences are joyful and happy. And so we have to have strategies to navigate that as well.
Yeah, managing the stress, possible grief, if you're dealing with the loss of loved ones, or you've moved away from family, or for whatever reason not going to be able to be with family for the holiday. If that dynamic has changed, there is just that stress. Recognizing it, giving it space, trying to find coping mechanisms that maybe don't involve binging or going off the rails with your food, or being like obsessive over a workout, that like one missed workout is a failure, but finding ways to cope in a healthier way, whether that is through some meditation, through mindset work, listening to motivational messages, doing things that fill your cup.
Finding someone that you trust and you can talk to and have that community with, that you can be honest and share, like, hey, look, I'm about to walk into this situation. I don't want to go, but I have to. I feel like I have to. Here's how you can hold me accountable. Check in on me and make sure that I'm still journaling, or I'm still, getting in protein, or that I'm still walking or finding time to, walk every day or move somehow, whatever your routine is. You can take, so if you wake up in the morning and you eat protein and you work out and you drink your water, you can still do those things no matter where you are, whether you're traveling or you're at home or you have people in and out. Don't be afraid to say, like, hey, like, I'm so glad you're here and hang out. Like, you'll still work out when your family's here.
Absolutely.
That whole 2 weeks, right? Like, say to them, like, hey, I'm going to work out at this time. You can join me, or you don't have to join me. Like, when I go away with my family, I still get up and do my morning walk or my morning run or some sort of movement. Like, invite people along with you, or just keep doing it. You don't have to. Sometimes I think we feel like we can't do our thing because we have to do everything together. But like, it's okay to still hold your boundaries and do the things that you enjoy doing for your mental health or for your physical health or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Schedule those workouts like appointments. Protect them. Even if you have to modify them a little bit, make them a little shorter, or they'll just look different, or maybe not quite as frequent, but definitely making sure that you're prioritizing that and not feeling like you have to entertain everyone and you have to be the sole source of making the magic happen for all the people in your life. I hear all the time too, when people like have an event that they're looking forward to, that they're going to skip the meals earlier in the day to like save the calories for later. And I think that is very,
it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, you're walking on thin ice there, because I mean, and studies have shown this, when we are hungry and we're denying ourselves food during the more active parts of our day, which are specifically during daylight hours, when you're at work, you're moving around, you're doing whatever you do during the day, and you're not giving your body the energy and fuel it needs, then you get into an eating situation and your body's literally trying to compensate for what it didn't get earlier. And then next thing you know, your desire to like try to moderate yourself then completely goes out the window.
Yeah.
And then you've eaten way more than you would have normally.
Things you wouldn't eat normally.
Or things you wouldn't eat normally.
Yeah.
And then you're left feeling maybe like bloated, uncomfortably full, and then or disappointed that like, oh, I didn't stick to what my goals were, or what what I was going to do for the night.
Yeah.
But if you just have like normal meals that are well balanced, looking at your protein for fullness, your fiber and color from fruits and veggies, and then like build in that satisfaction piece. So your enjoyment, giving yourself permission to add to that plate something fun, and eat like till you are comfortably satisfied.
Yeah.
You'll have way more success later in the day, keeping your hunger cues, being able to notice them and honor them later in the day during that eating experience. And if you have quite literally starved yourself, saving up.
You're not saving calories.
You're not saving like anything. You're just starving yourself and more likely to end up going off the rails and engaging in a binge eating episode. Right? Notice I didn't say that you are a binge eater,
right?
But having an episode of that. So I think that's really important to still prioritize the balanced meals during this time.
I think sometimes we say, oh, we're too busy to do this. Or I was, okay, we got this going on. I got a Christmas shop and then I got to go do these things. Remember too, that like you can make healthy choices when you're eating out also. Like I think sometimes we eat out and it's like, oh, well, I just had to eat out. So I just grabbed fries and, fried chicken or whatever. You can make healthy choices too with eating out, even on a busy schedule, right? So, you have to kind of find that balance of like, don't make excuses for just going off the rails. Like, oh, I was with family. Oh, I did these things. Because those can quickly add up into excuses. You still have to look for ways to stick to being healthy and strong. Like you said, eat your food during the day. Don't skip meals, but also like look for ways that you can incorporate, eating fruits and veggies throughout your busy season.
Yeah,
you might not be able to meal prep the way that you used to for your family because you are running around, doing all of these things, but you can still make sure that you have things stocked in your house that are healthy. Like, don't just say like, oh, it's Christmas, so we're just buying cookies for the week. Like, you have to also make sure that you are finding ways to incorporate some of those same strategies that you had. Even if you don't have all of the time that you did, you can still hard boil some eggs or cook up some chicken and have those things available in your home at the same time.
Yeah. And if you are going to be eating out more than you normally would, or if you're someone that's like doesn't cook a lot any time of the year.
Yeah.
You go to Chipotle, you can get a burrito bowl with some brown rice, black beans, add chicken or whatever protein you like. And then you can add in the fajita veggies, lettuce, add your guac and queso though too, for some satisfaction if you like that. And then that's a really nutrient dense meal full of protein and fiber that you can have that is technically fast food. Yeah. Same thing if you go to Chick-fil-A and you really want a sandwich, get their grilled club sandwich. Maybe pair it with a fruit cup or a side salad or a small fry and then opt for water.
Yeah.
Like doing something to strike that balance between eating out and enjoying that experience as well as taking advantage of the ease of it, right? But doing it in a healthier way, if this is going to be something too that like you're doing regularly a couple times a week, if in the morning, if the morning run for you for breakfast is usually like Starbucks and a muffin, like swap to your Starbucks coffee or whatever it is, and then like add egg bites and their steel cut oats and skip the like brown sugar, just add the dried fruit and nuts to it. Like there's
little things you can do to cut back and,
give your body the nutrients that it needs. And in turn, you'll feel better. You'll have more energy. Your cravings will be reduced. You'll feel fuller longer. And that will really kind of feed forward into this positive cycle of being able to make better choices.
And don't be afraid to bring your own food with you. I remember being so nervous to like bring my food that I knew I could eat, like having some yogurt stocked or whatever at my, family's house. And then I was like, why am I nervous? Like, this is just how I eat and like how I want to eat. So like, I was just like, oh, what if I don't eat the scrapple and eggs, like the things that they're eating, having your own food. If you have, goals that, you want to hit. Sometimes I feel like, especially in like the older families where it's like, if I don't eat grandma's cake, then I'm going to get in trouble. But like, you can have those boundaries to say no also, if it doesn't fit your goals.
Absolutely. Yeah. Choosing the moments that matter the most with permission to say no to things that aren't going to work for you in that moment. And if somebody has a comment to make, like, oh, what, you're still eating healthy? Like, no, actually I'm just eating normal.
This is just my life.
This is just how I'm eating. Or, if someone is like, okay, go have another cookie, have another drink, like just a simple, like, no.
Yeah.
I've already enjoyed. I've had enough. I'm good. Thank you. But you go ahead.
Yeah.
You go ahead. Because a lot of times I think when we're with our loved ones, family and friends or whatever, people want you to do things with them because maybe then they won't feel
guilty.
As guilty.
It's like when my husband's like, I was going to eat ice cream. Are you going to eat something?
Yeah.
No, but enjoy.
Yeah. Like, go ahead. No, thank you. I'm good. I've already had something, or I'm just not tonight for whatever reason. Yeah. But like, you please enjoy, like, let me know what it is that you like the most.
I remember, because you'll hear this too, like, oh, you're on a diet. No, I'm not on a diet. This is just how I live my life. And it doesn't have to be a conversation of, them telling you how it's a diet. Like you just can say like, no, this is just how I eat. Like, not everything is because I chose not to eat an extra cookie or have a slice of this cake doesn't mean you're trying to lose weight or be on a diet. So I know a lot of people feel that pressure from family or friends or whatever of like, oh, you're always dieting. No, this is just me eating in a way that I feel my body's being like nutritious, and it's how I feel strong, and it's how I function, and this is just my life. And you can't let other people tell you what you should and should not do, because that's usually in the holidays, that's what people are hearing is like, oh, you've gained weight, or oh, you're on a new diet, or oh, they feel like they for some reason have margin in your life to be able to
permission to say whatever they want,
to say comments like that. And that sometimes can be the worst part of this holiday gauntlet, is having to deal with other people's opinions. And you don't have to explain yourself or have a reason for everything. You can just say, no, this is just me. This is just how I am.
And remind yourself too, I love this quote. I don't actually know who said it originally, but other people's opinions of me are none of my business. That's other people's opinions of what you're eating, your food, your decisions are none of your business.
Yeah.
Just
I posted on my social media one time. It was probably around the holidays. I don't know, but it was like, my body is not for commenting today. And so many people were like, oh, I need to start saying this. And I'm like, yeah, I do too. Like, we do need to start saying, like, I don't know who you think you are, but like, you don't get to comment on my body. It's not up for discussion. Like, it shouldn't have anything to do with you.
It's the least interesting thing about me.
It is the least interesting thing about anyone. Yeah. So navigating that for the holidays can be tricky, but important.
Takes practice.
And I think you'll feel super empowered too, right? Like, oh, I survived, and actually it was the least interesting thing about me. I was able to just go have fun and enjoy and not have to worry about it, and eat what I want and enjoy some cookies and things that I wanted to. I chose to eat those things when I wanted them, and I didn't feel obligated or pressured or like I was binging because I haven't been eating.
Or even that you were making a mistake, that you were failing, not being successful, like that you're just having a human experience, enjoying the moment. There's a lot of freedom there, and giving yourself that permission, and in doing it in a way that is moderated and balanced, and under control, that gives you back the control versus letting that food or those things or those comments have control over you. I would say, and kind of just like wrapping this up, keeping it a little short and sweet this week, reframe your success too in the way that you think about it. Like, your wins during this holiday season may look different. It may look like maintaining your weight, may look like just staying consistent and getting in 2 to 3 days worth of like purposeful movement, feeling energized and less stressed, or even going into like starting January in the new year without being in recovery mode, without being in atonement mode where you have to make up for or compensate what you think. Right? Because thoughts are not always facts. What you think you did wrong during that holiday season, which is temporary as well. So you don't need a perfect plan. No. You need presence, intention, flexibility, and celebrating small, sustainable actions rather than perfection during this busy time. So
I think celebrating those things will make you walk into 2026 super empowered.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, team. Well, go and enjoy this holiday season.
Yeah.
Thanks for spending your time with us. If you found this podcast helpful, we would love for you to share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe on your podcast platform. If you have nutrition or fitness questions you want answered on future episodes, we would love to hear from you. You can submit these questions to our email, thenutritionrevolutionpodcast@gmail.com, and follow us on Instagram @thenutritionrevolutionpodcast.